There you have it, country boy news. And I know I'm gonna have animals out to glory. I've got two of them. I've got a cat and a dog, and they play. I get on this thing, and they play, and they play and play. This is country boy news. Yes, it is. Remember, not trying to steal no nothing with that. I own no rights to that. That's Hank Williams Jr. That's his song. I'm not trying to take nothing from him. I hope I do nothing wrong as using that because that is my theme song that I've always had. But I've got to check into copyrights. I do not want to infringe on no copyright. So there, it's Country Boy News. I've got a new mic, and I've got oh man, oh man, oh man, I like this thing. But as like I said, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to it, and maybe it'll work out great. I done a little test while ago to see how it do. So we'll see who comes in tonight. My forum is open for all discussions tonight, but there is rules that I'm not going to tolerate this no more, and I'm going to get this off my mind right here on the first. And this is to Becky O. I don't mean no disrespect to you. I don't dislike you. I like you. I've always followed you. I've always supported you. And last time you jumped down my throat, then you went on yours and called me stupid and said, and that's okay. You can call me stupid. You can call me anything you want, but don't call me late for dinner. Graham Beth, thank you. I've got a new mic. And like I said, this is an expensive podcast mic. I bought the thing for $10 at a yard sale today. I hope it sounds good. I hope it sounds different from using the regular mics off of the laptop and what I've been using for my headset. Look, this is what I've been using before, and this is what I use now. This and it's easier to set up than what I thought. So I hope it sounds good. Graham Beth, if it sounds good, would you put a one up there? It always sounds good. Great buy. Yeah, $10. I mean, like I said here, let me be real easy with it. There it is. And I've been wanting one, and I didn't think I would find one here like at a yard sale, but I did, and that's good. I like that. And like I said, I've got to get started doing more of my live streams. I've got to go out and start recording more. The things have not have been working right like I wanted to. But that's part of life. When you have a family, you have to work. You have to take care of them more than anything. And I'll be honest with you, it is a struggle now. And I'll give you one example. We used to go to Walmart, to the grocery store, every Saturday or Sunday and buy our groceries. It used to cost us somewhere around $100, less than $100. Now it goes from $300 to $400, and we have not really changed nothing that we buy. Thanks, and I'll be honest with you. Thanks, Joe Biden. I appreciate that because things were going good. My wages was doing good. And now it just seems like the cost of everything is eating up what I make each week. And I make good. I don't deny it. I make pretty good. But right now, me and Mrs. Country and Little Country, we struggle from day to day, but that's okay. Anybody in here, I hope people come in and like I said, come in. And like I said, this is one thing that I will not tolerate. And I mean this. I will not have someone come up here and start using the N word or any of them other racial names that used. I don't like it. Never have liked it. And I'm not going to put up with it on my channel. If you want to use them kind of words and stuff, yes, Graham, everybody is struggling. I feel more fortunate because, I've got a good truck job with a big farm and stuff. They're good to me out there. My wife, Mrs. Country, she works at the the main branch of the main bank here in this area, which is a great bank. She's been there. She was there 1 year Friday, I think it was. She had been at that bank 1 year, and she enjoys it. She had been in banking for 16, 17 years, and then she uh had to leave for reasons and stuff, and she went to Walmart, and she liked it in a way, but it's Walmart working for them, it got worse and worse and worse. And so I'd finally had enough. This is when we got together. I'd had enough. And I walked her back in the office, and I told the lady, I said, she's done. I walked her out, and we never looked back since. And I think that was the best move that I ever did for my wife, is I let her and walked her out of Walmart that day. I let her spend 2 or 3 years not having a job. She took care of things around the house, and she was happy, but she wanted to work. She didn't feel like she was contributing to our our home, and she was. It's not easy taking care of a family from home. It's hard. And so she had tried a couple applications with some other banks and this, and they turned her down and stuff. And my boss's mother worked at that bank, and she was getting ready to retire and this and that and the other stuff. And so I had to talk. I said, look, see if you can get a good word in for and get her into that bank, because it's a really good community style bank. I mean, they're really good. They're local, and they do a good job. And with the banking stuff going on now, it um it's not looking good with some of the other banks. But anyway, she's there. She's been there a year, and things are looking good for her. So, um, my thoughts and prayer are for everyone out there that is, um, big. Grand Beth, is this echoing whatsoever? Because I got a tab open. I'm live now. So anyway, that was one of the other guys that I sent out some notifications and stuff. It was hard when I retired. Here, there we go. It's a little slow. It was hard when I retired after working almost 50 years. Yep. Um, okay. I've got this new system where I use my headset. I can control everything a lot better with this system here. I've got some more things I want to do, but it takes money to ride the train. So I've got to just buy little things at a time. I got lucky with this mic, $10. I looked it up. It's about 190, $225 mic. So it was right there. And I seen I had to give it $10. I didn't argue. I just, when I go to yard sales, I try to do them down. But I thought, no, if everything works fine, it's worth $10. And I tried a little snippet about 45 seconds to a minute earlier and listened back to the video, and it sounded good from what I could tell. So that's all I want. I want it to sound good. Patriot Defense. What's up, baby? What are you up to, babe? Now, I put up at the top now, I put the link in if anybody wants to come up here Um, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put that up there like that, and just be and see if you want to come up. It's open um, to discussion. Uh, Patriot Defense. I hadn't talked to him in for a while, so I went through my phone and got some and sent them notifications over the phone by text message. And and bless your heart, Graham Beth was the first one in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But like I said, I've got the thing up there. It's I learned how to do this. Oh, Mrs. Country Boy News is in here. Oh God, she's done called me. She's up at Mom's house. We had our dryer was going out. It still runs, but our washing machine, we just bought it back, I think in January. It was used. It went out. And so we went up and purchased a washer and dryer to do our clothes, which we have quite a bit. And they can't deliver it until Wednesday. So she went up Mom's house to do our laundry, and we'll get by. She'll be back tomorrow. And 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 then Wednesday we will have a new washer and dryer, of course, because it seemed like this expense keeps on going and going and going. But that's okay, Mrs. Country. I love you, babe. Just to let you know. And I thoroughly miss you tonight. I'm not used to not having you beside of me when I lay down and go to sleep and waking up and seeing them beautiful bedroom eyes of yours. But that's okay. I can handle it one night. I've got our peeps. We've got a dog and we got a cat. And right now they're chasing each other up and down the steps and just acting the fool. So that's okay. Let's see. Let me plant that up there. There you go, Mrs. Country. Um, Graham Bass says, "Hello, Mrs. Country Boy News." She is a sweetheart. And Patriot Defense says, "Hello, Grams." All the good stuff, all the good stuff. But I know I'll probably make some people mad. But over the last few years, and I'll be honest with you, it's got so aggravating. You know, there were some things that Trump would do in office as president, like some of his tweets and some of the things he'd say. Look, he has never been a politician. I don't think he will ever be a real politician. But he done things for a country and did not take one paycheck. He always donated it to a charity. And it takes a lot for a man to worry about more about the people of the United States than his own self. Oh, brother. Uh, um, you done made me lose my train of thought here. I'll put that up there just for the heck of it. I tell you what, I can't. I couldn't live without Mrs. Country. She is a sweetheart. She's always been good to me. And so, anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Um, it seems like all right, Patriot Defense. You sorry rascal, you. I see what you were putting up there. Okay. I can take it just as well as I can dish it out. But the big thing is uh these shootings that's going on. Seem like every time there's a shooting, the Democrats want to put more laws on the book. More laws on the book. Got to pass more restrictions. Take guns away. Take guns away. Got to take guns away. You know, I'm not trying to get too political, but the thing is, and this is from experience. Let me turn my camera on for a minute. You know, from my experience, all right, um, about guns, criminals will always be able to get a gun. There's too many guns in this whole wide world, not just United States, in the world, that they can't get them. And let me explain something where maybe you ever understand. This right here, I can lay it up here, right there where it's at. It's never jumped off of there. It's never walked down the hallway and down the steps and out the back door or out the front door and went over to my neighbor and killed nobody. It never has. It don't. It is set there as long as until I pick it up. It will sit there. I think we have a mental problem in this country. I think we have parenting problems in this country. I think we have the loss of God in our schools, in our country. If you go back and read a lot of our forefathers of the things that they did, they put God in how this country should be run. They used to have, when I grew up, when I was in school, we said to pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America. Well, actually, we had prayer. And then they took all that stuff out of school. And I don't have the dates on it. There is some videos on this that tracks the what has been going on in the United States. And I could do the research and come up with the dates again. But when things started going downhill for the United States is when the government got involved and took God out of everything. You know, you used to go in government buildings and find the 10 Commandments all the time on the wall. You'd find things, you know, in God we trust, even on our bill, on our money, in God we trust is on it. Well, to be honest, Groundsmith, an AR-15 is not a military style rifle. I would not go into battle with that. I carried an M16. Okay. And but to be honest, I would not carry an AR-15 or anything that's out in the public. Just about every gun there is semi-automatic. You have to have a special permit to have automatic weapons. You have to have a special permit. And a law-abiding citizen is not buying a gun. And I know the one in Nashville, which is my hometown, I hated that when that happened. And I did a video on Facebook on our news organization that we have up here. And you know, I read all the comments and I knew it would bring out all the Democrats and this and that and the other, and spoke bad about guns and about people and stuff, you know. And this is a fact in Ohio. Since we went to constitutional carry and the law-abiding citizen does not have to have a permit, our crime rate has went down, and that's a fact. Separation of church and state. Yeah. Study that. I'm not going to. Um, that is not. That is not dealing with. If that is the case, Gramsbeth, then they need to take "In God We Trust" off of the bills. Separation of church and state, if you read all of that and what it was intended for, is not about, you know, it's about keeping government out of the church's business. There's nothing. And if you watch the House of Representatives and you watch um, the Senate, they open up with prayer. They open up with prayer. Now, if you think that separation of church and state is what you're considering is the reason for it, then they cannot legally say prayer before they open up the Senate or open up the House of Representatives for their sessions. See, and a lot of people, you know, they see that, and it's not keeping church out of government. It's keeping government out of churches. Government is not supposed to regulate anything about a church. That's a house of worship. And that's the way it was intended. Um, and like I said, if it was to keep churches out of government, then uh, the House of Representatives and uh, the Senate could not open up with a religious prayer. Our country was founded on God. It was founded on the Bible. And if you go back several years, you will see that even the school books, they use Bible verses to teach with. They use the Bible dates and stuff to learn how to do math. And they use the Bible to do a lot of history, plus the history of the world, of the United States, and everything. And I think we need to get back to that. They need to put God back into the schools. That would solve 99% of the problems. They need to put God, people needs to put God back in their homes. I'm not preaching religion to you guys, will not. That's just how I feel. What? Defend? What's up, Defend? I ain't seen him in forever. Lord have mercy. Like I said, I've got, and let me see if I can do it again. I'll put and there we go. If anybody wants to come up, there it is. This is my StreamYards. Only thing I asked you to do. I do not want to hear the N word. I don't want to hear that racist language and stuff. I'm not going to have that on my. Whose God should that be? Be your God, my God? There isn't but one, as far as I'm concerned, there isn't but one Almighty, the one that created the heavens and the earth. But, it is what it is. If your religion doesn't spew out hate and racism and all these things, so be it. You can worship trees if you want to. I don't care if you do it with pride and do it with respect and do it with love and all these things. That's what we need more of. We need more love in our country. Oh, I got to put that up there. Okay. Patriot Defense. Oh, by the way, my new title is Lord Patriot Defense. Okay. Whatever trips trigger there, Tonto. I mean, I don't care. Well, I ain't gonna say about that. I think we're you. I mean, everybody's got their own opinions of things, and I've got my own opinion, and that's okay. You know, we wouldn't be individual people if we all was alike. And I'm not like one of you guys, and none of you guys are like me. That's what makes things so great. I'm not gonna knock whatever religion you want to be. I'm not gonna knock you if you don't believe in God. That's the way I feel. And I mean, there needs to be more love in the family. The kids today don't feel loved like they used to, and that's sad. So, um, I mean, that's a good discussion to have, as long as you willing to discuss it calmly and reasonably, and everybody talk reasonable. That's what it takes. Is just the discussion. You don't have to get mad and upset because I don't agree with you or you don't agree with me. That ain't what it's about. That's about getting together and discussing what I think, what you think. I may not always agree. I don't agree with you on some stuff, Grams Beth, but I love you anyway. And you have a right to think how you want to. You have a right to your opinion of things. And that's what's so great. I'm good with that. But at least we can discuss how each other feels about things, and just leave it there at that. Well, Patriot Defense, let me tell you something, mister. I used to drive a school bus too, and them kids loved me to death. Uh, but you got a hard job now. I bet you it's way different from what it used to be. Uh, I bet. So, uh, by saying that, I know what it's like to drive a bus. I drove a bus up in Massachusetts for a long time with Westminster Limousine Service. They done a bus service for the local schools there. And that was so much fun. That was so much fun. And I enjoyed it. Um, but, you know, I'd say it's a hard job. I'd say you got rules that you have to go by that you didn't used to have to go by. And these kind of discussions is what I would like to have up here with people come up. You don't show your face down in the back room and then unface, or take your face down when you come up here. But that's good discussion to have. And so, like I said, I'll put it up here again. And oh, you take the worst of the worst kids. All right. Them's the ones I love. I just love them kids. He said he was going to kill you. Did you report that? Um, wow. I don't know. I think I would have had to report that, Patriot Defense, because that's serious. And when somebody threatens you now to kill you, you just about have to you got to take it seriously more. And like I said, and the funny thing about it is the shooting down in Nashville. They said that the shooter, the how you say it, trans transgender, said some of the politicians in Washington and down in Nashville said she was the victim. No, she needed help. There's proof of that. She needed help. And her parents tried to help her, but she needed more help in what they could do. And I think something needs to be done where people can get the help they need. But anymore, you have to take things serious. Those 6 people, those 3 9-year-old kids and the 3 adults that worked there, they didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. And I'll be honest with you, she did not deserve to end her life like that. I wish she could have gotten the help that she needed, and look, this LGBTQ LMNOP that's going on, the lesbians, the gays, the transgender, all that. Look, be whatever you want to be. Okay, I'm going to tell you just how I feel about it. Be whatever you want to be. Be a dog, be a cat, be a tree, be a squirrel, rabbit. I don't care. Just don't try to shove that stuff down my throat. I don't want to hear that stuff. Go do what you want to. You can walk down the street dressed up like a girl if you're a boy, or if you're a boy, dress up like a girl. Do it. Just don't shove it down normal people's throats. We don't want that. That's the big thing. And every time government gets involved in something, guess what? It's a mess. Government will tear things more apart than you ever. Then they need to stay out of people's lives. And I'm not going to judge them. Like I said, if they want to be whatever they want to, be it. Just leave me out of it. And that's all I ask. I don't know why they're trying to push all this LGBT. I don't really know the letters. I don't pay attention to it much. But, don't shove it down our throats. We don't care. Just go ahead and do what you want to. And I think Patriot Defense would agree with it. Pam's great. I think you might agree with me. Do whatever you want to. Just leave me out of it. And you go about whatever you want to. And like I said, I put up where you can go in there and be on the panel here. Exactly, Grandpa. That's what I'm saying. Let them be what they want, but they don't have to get in the politicians involved. They don't have to get and get out here and do all this stuff. Just go do it. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Leave. If Patriot Defense and Grandma, if you don't want to hear that stuff and all that, fine. You don't have. We shouldn't have to hear that. And I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I think it's sickening. But I'm not God. And I am not going to judge you. I'm not. You do what you want. I'm not going to judge you. You will have to answer to your maker one day. I will have to answer mine. You won't answer for my mistakes. I won't answer for your mistakes. You will answer for your own mistakes. And that's the way I look at it. So, Mrs. Country, gosh dang, we got to get me a chair. These kitchen chairs ain't too comfortable. I'm trying to get me a office, and I'm fixing to do some rearranging here and get things set up a little bit different, but that's okay. We'll get doing sometime. So anyway, this is the Country Boy News, CBN News Show. Glad everybody could join me. Yeah, you're right, Graham. The politicians are they're, and the thing is, the transgender and all those people are going to the politicians and stirring them up, and then the politicians is coming after everybody else. That shouldn't be. You know, a person's personal life, if you want to be transgender or if you want to be gay or lesbian or bisexual or whatever, you know, just do it. Just keep the government out of it. Just go and live your life. That's the way it was for years. You don't have to be in the closet. I'm not saying go back in the closet. It used to be gays would have to stay in the closet. News Now, Alabama. God bless you. How are you doing? I put the link up there for anybody. I'd like to get some in the panel here. And it's like I said, I've got to get, start doing more. And I'm going to. It's just been hard. So there is the link. If you want to come up into the panel, just bear with me. I got a new mic today. Bought the thing for $10. It's a podcast type mic. It's really good, and I can get deep. Oh, but anyway, it's got controls on it where I can control it and do what I want. But anyway, there's my link. Come on up, join me. Even you, Graham Beth, if you want to. You don't have to show your face on here. None of you can. You can leave your mic, your video camera turned off if you want to. It's fine with me. Just have it on in the basement where I can see who you are, and come on up here and we can discuss these things. This is, like I said, we can discuss things. We don't have to agree with each other. We don't have to jump on everybody else's coat and ride that train. We can, people should be able to discuss things. Okay. Now I've got to focus. I got to get my I got to do some redoing on I've got to redo. I've got this, my camera. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors. And like I said, I'm getting things. Patriot Defense, you be well too. And God bless you. I enjoy doing this, and I want to get out and start doing some filming. NC Tire Hunter, he he came up this last year, and we got done out a couple recordings and stuff. Matter of fact, it's on mine, it's on his. It's a really we had fun. I think a world of NC Tire Hunter. Jeff is here. He's a great guy. We went down, stopped to his house here a couple 3 years ago when we went down to Myrtle Beach. And good night, Patriot Defense. Everybody say good night, Patriot Defense. Now he's a pretty good old boy. And we and then he's up here. And I tell you what, guys, NC Tire Hunter is most definitely the same on camera as he is off camera. He's just as fun. He makes my wife, she laughs her ass off all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I mean, he comes off and says some things sometimes. It's just funny as all get out, and I think a world of him. He's a good guy, and hope I can go down sometime in spring or summer, or when we go down to Myrtle Beach. We're going to try to go this year, and maybe we'll get to do some audits down there with him. So Anyway, um, I just want to do all the right things and do some things and this, that, and other. And so, anyway, I was hoping I could get more people up here, but I'm not, and I ain't. So nobody wants to come up and be with me. So I feel so left out. That's okay. Um, I sent NC Tire Hunter. I sent him a text, telling him I was going to be live, and so he must be busy or something, and so that's okay. But anyway, getting back to some of this other stuff, yeah, we hope you feel better. I'll keep you in my prayers. But like I said, I'm here at home by myself tonight. Mrs. Country and Little Country, they're up at Mom's house. Our washing machine broke that we just got. It was used when we got it. I thought it would have lasted longer than what it did, but it didn't. So I guess it is what it is. We had to go out today and we bought a new washer and dryer. The dryer was a few years old and just, as much laundry as we do, it just finally played out. Why is that, Ground Beth? Why wouldn't you get on a panel? If you watch most of my stuff, I try to give everybody open reign, to discuss things and stuff. And that's a good thing about having panels is if you get the right people in, you can have a good discussion and not talk over everybody, but discuss things back and forth. You talk, I talk, you talk, I talk, stuff like that, um, it just I listen to some of these panels and everybody's talking over each other. You can't make out what they're saying. So the thing is with me is when I do a panel and get people up, I expect them to talk, me talk. We discuss things. Like if we're sitting around the porch or out on the patio or whatever, and enjoying the discussion stuff. It's just like having a discussion when you come over somebody's house. That's what it is, except it's a panel on here. So anyway, and I got this little button on this thing, and I know I'm going me, and now I'm coming back, and there we go. I love that. I can adjust the volume and stuff on this, and it's really neat. And so, I think it sounds better uh, than the regular mic that's on the laptop and on my computers and things. And I'm so glad to get it. That was a God bless right there. I wanted me a good mic. I want to get me a good audio video mixer. I'm not for sure how to bring up a video yet on my. I'm not sure how to do that. So anyway, I guess it shows only 2 in here, so that's okay. Let me see here. Go YouTube. Let me see what's happening here. Do 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 do. Okay, that ain't working. That ain't working. We'll do that like that. Ooh. Do 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 do. Okay, that ain't working. That ain't working. We'll do that like that. There we go. That's neat. I can see this I can see I am on a tablet and have no clue if it would work and don't want to lose you. Uh, no, those tablets, they do that. I've got a iPad and it works good on that. Um, so, I mean, if you don't lose me, I don't blame you. But, like I said, uh, matter of fact, Mrs. Country, she uses my iPad more than I do anymore. They took Days of Our Lives off the regular TV, and it's on one of them streaming boohoo whatever things. Yeah, I forget what it is, and so she used to record it. Who's that? GFY? What's up, bro? I'm doing great. GFY. I put up the link. Anybody wants to come up, like I said, you can turn your camera off when you get up here. Turn your camera on when you're in the basement or whatever, the green room or whatever. And then when I pull you up here, at least I can see who it is. And we're just talking and discussing different things. And Samsung tablet. Constitutional Cowboy, how you doing? Hey, I didn't just seen you in here. I'm doing great. I've just been awful busy with work and Mrs. Country, home and stuff. I've not had time to do a whole lot with this. I'm trying to still get all my equipment together. And so I've got desk, I've got monitors and stuff I bought, and I'll show it to you later. Let me show you. Let me click onto this where I bought a new mic today. There it is. It's a podcast type mic. To me, it sounds good. I got my headset. It plugs into the mic to give me feed to my uh, headset, and I can hear me. I can hear. It's a lot better than what I had before, where I just watching and listening through, the computer. I mean, it sounds a lot better with a headset. My other one, the mic on this other. Here, let me get this. It's a cheapo. There, it's got a mic, and it's got a got it's not as good as this. This is a whole lot better setup. I can hear more. Constitutional Cowboy, you can come up if you want to, buddy. GFY, you can come up to if you want to. Like I said, I put the link up there. I learned how to do that last year, and so yeah, I'm glad I'm NC Tyrant Hunter. You sorry rascal. He says he don't know nothing about computers, but let me tell you something. You're better, and you can mix these videos of yours and do this and add words and the stuff on in front. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm still trying to figure it out. So anyway, for a few years, getting back into things lately. Well, like I said, Constitutional Cowboy, come on up. Let's talk about how you've been doing. Like I said, it's an open conversation, not anything in particular. I'm big in politics. I watch a lot. I watch I guess Mrs. Country gets started me watching news all the time. But, I keep up with what's going on in the world. And so, and when things happen, I research the court records and try to get, the truth about things. And so, yeah, I enjoy doing this. I'm hoping to have a, full blown studio within a couple years where I can go from camera to, I like to have 4 cameras And like I said, I've got monitors here already that is set up. I've got to get those all hooked up to everything. So I bought this mic today, which I think it sounds good. Give $10 for it. And I feel blessed. I don't need $1 million. Oh, that's your backup channel. Okay. You can share the link if you want to, brother. If somebody wants to put Constitutional Cowboys link, go like and subscribe to his channel. Grams Beth, go subscribe to her channel. I encourage everybody to like and subscribe. You don't have to hit the notification button where you get notifications. Just like and subscribe, share. That's important. So GFY. I'll have to check into that. I don't know if I subscribed to that or not. Let me get my phone here. GFY. If I know I'm not, cause I okay. Let's see. GFY. Search. No, that ain't it. Okay. Can you put the link up there? Because I'm not coming up with it. Huh. Sometimes I have to scroll down to finally find the right. So many different things on here. Well, I will find that. Let me try it like this. G O Y. No, still coming up the same thing. I will figure it out. And I will find your channel. Be glad to. There we go. There we go. My oh my, what a beautiful night it is. We've had some rain tonight here. You know what? I finally got a blue check on my channel, which, I like that. Didn't have it for a long time. I don't know why I got it, why they give me that, but okay. But I'm going to start a podcast. Getting ready for bed. What time is it there? GFY. It is. Yeah, I can't see what time it is. It is 10:13 here in Ohio. Well, at least I'm not the only one having trouble with it. So good. But I'll research it. I'll try to find it. And I know I'm not subscribed to it, I will subscribe to it and stuff for you. And I will share that. Matter of fact, Costume Cowboy, if you want to put your link in there for this. Oh, there you go. All righty. I think I can take my phone and I can go right to that. Wait a minute, I don't want that. Here we go. There we go. Let me find me there. And go to live. Do. Where am I at? I know that sucks. Do. I know I was in there. Oh. What the heck? Oh. It's bad when you can't find your own stupid channels and stuff. Okay, here, I'll do that. Click right there. Go to my channel. And there we go. There we go. Where is it? There we go. Okay, got it. I was already subscribed to it, buddy. I did not realize that. Did not realize that. Okay. That's good to know. I just didn't recognize those letters. That's all. 913 Oklahoma. 913. It's 10:15 here. So you're an hour behind us. Okay. Thank you, Constitutional Cowboy. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to start trying to do more. I just feel like my obligation is to my family. I think I need to be taking care of my family, and so that's what I've been doing. We everything has been going on, so I'll get settled down. I will start doing hopefully more this later on this spring and this summer. Hopefully I can bring some more good videos and stuff and different things to my channel. I need to do some more because I don't have a lot that's new right now. So I want to get back doing things like that again. But like I said, my first obligation is to my family. That is more important than this YouTube. It's more important than anything in this world is my family. I would not take nothing for my journey with my wife. I love her and I appreciate her so much. Yes, it is. And hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen the next 2 years or next year and a half. But something's got to give. Our gas here in Ohio is it's all starting to go back up again. The regular is not as bad as the plus. The plus, I forgot what it was today. I got filled up the charger. It was 360 something like that. The premium is, I think, 4 something. I think it was 430 something a gallon. It is ridiculous. All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Much love back to you, brother. And appreciate you stopping in. I really do. I appreciate that very much. The funny thing about it is Joe Biden said he was going to unite us all back together, and he's done nothing but tear us further apart. These are only my opinions. It's only what I think. That's why I do commentary, is because I bring up what I think and what I see. Because, like I said, I watch news when I'm in my truck out doing the thing I do every day. I watch different news channels. The big thing right now is Tucker Carlson. Fox News lost a lot. Matter of fact, I don't even like Fox News. I love some of the others there that's still there on the morning show. But they, it's a shame that they took down and fired their top moneymaker, Tucker Carlson. And they have paid dearly for that. So, Fox News, you can kiss my butt. Yes, I will watch Joey and them guys on the morning show and stuff. They've got no control over what Fox News does. And I got a feeling that Fox News is headed to run more left than than the right now. I think that's where they're headed to. One of the best news channels they are is Newsmax TV. I watch them. At least you can get the straight up talk with that. You know, they have some Democrats that comes on there. Then they have the Republicans come on there. They try to give them the same amount of time as sorry about that, as others. So anyway, it's a shame what's going on. I'm hoping Tucker Carlson will go to Newsmax TV. If he does, their rating is already blasted. But if they can get Tucker Carlson on Newsmax and give him a primetime spot, I'm telling you what, he will cause Newsmax to explode across the country and across the world, because a lot of people watch Newsmax TV. I do. I don't like MSDNC. I don't like NBC. You know, I just don't like them because they twist the truth. They won't give the public and their viewers the whole truth about things. They will give what they want you to hear. And to me, that's a form of brainwashing. You tell somebody long enough that they're no good, after a while they'll start believing it. And that's a shame. There is no reason why anyone should do that. They're in, these news organizations like NBC, MSDNC, Fox, CBS, all these news organizations, they need just to put out the information. I'm not stupid, and nobody out there is stupid. We can figure it out for ourselves, who's telling the truth and who's not. And I guarantee you that this is my opinion and my opinion only. Everything that the Democrats has accused the Republicans of doing, they're covering up for what they are doing. They are doing what they're accusing. And don't take me wrong now. There's bad Republicans just like there's bad Democrats. And so, but that far left, they went off the deep end, and they're hurting the United States. They're hurting the American people. And I guarantee you, if Joe Biden gets 4 more years, I can almost guarantee you there is going to be an uprising in this country that nobody has never seen before. And that's the God honest truth. I really believe that and I don't see him doing it. I don't see him winning again. Kamala Harris, the vice president, she's got lower ratings than Joe Biden does. And they're trying to do a promotional thing for her to get her ratings up. She ain't never going to get her ratings up. She is 1%. That's why she dropped out of the race back in 2018, when they started this. She is one of, I think, the first ones to drop out of the race for president. She had no rating. She had no following. And I've not seen her do a thing. Not one dang thing have I seen our vice president do positive for our country. She's supposed to be the border czar, our southwest border. And we got nearly 7-8 million people that has crossed so far. That's a lot of people. And that is wrong. And our tax dollars is paying for those illegal aliens that's coming across our southern border. And our northern border is started, and they're not even putting that on the air right now. It's starting to get bad up there. People are coming across the northern border now. So look out, guys. it's going to get worse. So, and the fentanyl that's going across this country. Now think about this. Fentanyl will kill you. But now China is sending these. They're sending China and plus Mexico warlords. Those people, they're mixing it with horse tranquilizers now, which the Narcan that can bring you back will not work with the fentanyl that's mixed with the horse tranquilizers. It will not work. You take that's mixed with horse tranquilizer, you're dead. You can pretty much say you're dead because the Narcan will not work. And they're finding ways and things to do. I know what they're doing. China is using Mexico to kill as many American people as they can, just like the China virus. You can say, I shouldn't say that, but tough. It's what it is. It is a Chinese virus. That's where it come from, out of Wuhan. And they don't want American people to, they don't want them to believe it. But I think the American people is starting to wake up to all this stuff that's going on that the Democrats is trying to push. This new Green Deal, the green energy. California cannot keep the freaking lights on out there without EV cars and trucks. Now, they get rid of all the and have nothing but EVs. Their electrical grid is going to go down and stay down because they cannot produce electricity to make for everyone to charge them EVs. So look out. They're trying to take, there's nothing wrong with trying to do, new innovations to make it more healthy and better for the planet and this, that, and the other. But you can't just throw all of that away and start using renewable energies right off the bat. You can't just turn off the light for petroleum and oil and stuff like that. That will, if they stopped it right now, our country, the world would literally stop. If they stop producing oil and doing that, it's not going to happen. So, and it'd be so much better if Joe Biden and them would just open up the spigot and work on new renewable energies and fade out things when you can fade them out. Don't just cut them off, because you see what's happened to our economy, and there is no one whatsoever that can tell me tonight that it's working. And if you think the economy's good, if you think that it's great and wonderful and stuff, you've not been to the grocery store, you've not received an electric bill, you've not received a gas bill, you not went to the gas pumps, all them things is tripled and then some from what they was when Trump's last day in office was. Trump's was sitting at 1 point something percent inflation. And look, see where it went up to and see where it's still at. This year, and probably this year or next, in between this year and next year, we will get into a recession. I don't know if it'll be bad. I don't know how bad it will get. It just depends on how much more that Joe Biden and the far left squad is going to try to take it. So there. And that's my opinion, and I'm going to stick with it. And if you watch Joe Biden, and I'm not going to make fun of him. I'm not going to talk down about him, but they're using him. He is just a little puppet on a string. He don't know what's going on. I feel that he has got dementia bad. I think he's in decline because I watched him from back when Trump started, when he first come down the escalator. You watch Joe Biden video from him then, and you watch him now at all the bumbling mistakes he makes. If you think he is all there, you're wrong. Which, like I said, that's only my opinion. So, anyway, I thought I'd have somebody come up, but I'm going to have to start doing more of this where I can get more people in here. Because, I used to have several come in, but, which is Saturday night, maybe people are out doing things. I might try to go live tomorrow night and see what happens then. I heard sirens, so they must have had a call somewhere. Wherever they're going, I hope and pray for the best for the victims of illness or whatever. This mic picks up good. And like I said, it was picking up and I could hear it through my headset. So, yeah, I've got the window cracked a little bit for a little bit of air. So, anyway, well, I've got a cat laying over here on the floor. I've got a dog sitting beside of her or beside of him. She's trying to play with him and bited him. He's trying to grab her. Lord, it's like little brother and sister. This cat has never been around another cat. This my little dog. She's been around other dogs, so she knows what she is. I don't think he knows what he is. And I jump a little bit and smack the ground and sassy now. That's I get them started. I'm sorry. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not. I think what I'll do is I've got some emails I'm going to send out, and to get some guests to come over, and we may do a patio discussion. And so that's what I'm hoping to do, some things like that. So anyway, I don't even think Mrs. Country is in here anymore. I ain't heard nothing from her for a little bit. Let me see. Let me back this up. Yeah, she jumped in there for a little bit. Do. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, there she is. Where she said, love that gal, think the world of her. Let's see if we're getting more rain tonight. Are we getting more rain tonight? Let's see. It says it's raining out there, which it may be, but here. Yeah, no more rain for a while. The next Rain is about 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 to 7. Then starting around 3 o'clock tomorrow, it says, oh well. But they're calling for rain here all the way through Tuesday. Don't like that crap. What can we do? The good Lord's going to give us whatever we want or whatever he wants us to have. So we just have to deal with it, be all right with it. That's all right. We can do that. It's nice sitting here, a little breeze blowing through my crowd. I've got to get my fan back up in my window. It's getting about that time. So, and I can hear. I'm sure you guys can hear the cars going by. This mic picks up pretty good, so that's okay. It shows one person still on here. I don't know who that is, if it's Ground Beth or if it's Mrs. Country or not, but that's okay. I'll do this and then I'll see what time is it? 10:30, 10:35. So anyway. I got a lot of messes. I got a lot to do. Oh, hi, Mrs. Country. It's you. I love you. That's my sweetheart. Mrs. Country, I've got a cat laying over here in the floor, and he's smacking his tail on the floor. It's going thump, thump. Sassy's sitting over there looking, so he's waiting till she pounces. Yeah, she went after him, and he jumped up. He run into Little Country's bedroom over there. They've been playing since I come back from the store. Went to the store a little bit. Well, you know that I went to the store and came right back, and he was standing on the sink back there at the back door, waiting for me to come back. He's afraid I was going to leave him forever. But and two, I went here. I'll show you guys. There you go, Mrs. Country. Did you hear that? Lord. I did this just for you, Mrs. Country. See, I got my bib overalls. She loves it when I wear my bibs. I love wearing my bibs. They're comfortable. They're loose. They're floppy. You know, they don't fit well. They fit a lot tighter than they used to. I can already button one side buttons now. Dad, blame that's her fault. She's such a good cook. But anyway, no comment on that. Bib overhauls. So anyway, just let you know, Mrs. Country, the rescue went out a while ago. They didn't come down this way. It sounded like he went out 66 or out 705, but they didn't come this way. They faded out real quick. It's such a beautiful night. It'd be beautiful, even better, if my Mrs. Country was here. Wonder if this is a singing mic or not. I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever. Amen. Yeah. do my bass voice. Where is that? The Cathedrals are some of the, it's one of my favorite gospel groups. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. The Cathedrals. There it is.
And I envied her. She seemed so happy, and I wished that I were as fair. When suddenly she they had three were not what they seem. I tell you one thing. Tell you what, you people can sing. Nobody but my Lord. Been traveling for 40 years, singing. My Lord and Master, 5 years old. Who can do? Who can? I want you to listen to what we think is one of their greatest efforts at songwriting, called "Then Came the Morning," featuring. You had me hook, line, and sinker. You really did. I was getting ready for a great compliment.
Now, if anything ever happens to me, you'll know how I feel.
Yes,
Give us
yes.
the key to this song, and then
Are you guys going to bed, Mrs. Country? I just looked up.
God rest you, Mary Jane.
Good night, sweethearts. Sleep tight. And you sleep good too, baby. I love you very much.
Remember Christ our Savior was broader than the scope of magic. So sweet as you may sit here and hold him, they lift you up when you're feeling down. Some have a country flavor.
Gloria and I wrote this song at our very best, on our very best day. We're still just an old sinner, saved by grace. Just like, can I sit
down? If you could see what I once was, if you could go with me back to where I started from, I know you would see. Yeah, that's my song right there. I ain't gonna do too much of that. I tell you what, that's some beautiful music, the Cathedrals. If you love Southern gospel music, go back and look at some of their videos. Glenn Payne and George Youngs, they've passed away now, but he was my hero. He's the one that helped me learn to sing bass, and I really appreciate him for that. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. I thought, and like I said, I don't want to step on no infringement, no rights or copyrights or nothing like that. Would not want to do that. Where is it? I don't have it now. So anyway, I'm going to end this for tonight. This is Country Boy News We love you. I wish there'd been more people out and about, but there's not been. That's okay. We'll do it again. We'll see you next time here on CBN News.